Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the Brewer's Assistant. And boy, oh boy, we have finally done it. We were able to purchase a plot of land here in the Falkreath Hold, right near Lake Ilianata. And this is a major accomplishment for Jonah, the Brewer's Assistant. You see, he started out as a mere bar boy in Nightgate Inn. And after touring all of the taverns and meaderies here in Skyrim, and doing a couple favors for the Jarl of Falkreath, not only has he become a Thane of Falkreath, but he has been able to purchase his own home. And over the past few episodes, we've been collecting iron ingots and creating building materials like hinges and iron fittings and the such. And between episodes, we went ahead and collected a bunch of those. So for today, at least in the beginning, we're going to start building what will become the future tavern. Lakeview Tavern, featuring the Faendale Mead. And of course, we're here with Uthgerd and Thonir. And yeah, Jonah, our very normal, simple NPC type guy, is actually becoming quite the warrior. So yes, let us begin. I'm going to go ahead, and this is going to over encumber me, but I'm just grabbing everything. And we're going to use the drafting table. And we'll start simple. Use Carpenter's Workbench. I'm going to read this book, Beginner's Guide to Homesteading. I've actually never read this book. Ever. If you're like most people, you've always dreamed of owning your own steading and building your own home. But where to start? Never fear, you hold in your hands the guide to everything you need to know. Before long, you'll be gazing complacently across your well-tended lands from the porch of your own manor house. Getting started. There are two vital pieces of equipment that the prospective homeowner needs: the drafting table and the carpenter's workbench. Okay, I'm not going to read this. The rest of this guide will review each plan for each room you... Oh my god, seriously? Okay, so this is a full guide, everybody. You don't need me. If you're ever playing Skyrim and you want these questions answered... Look at this. Wow, I have never flipped through this entire book. I think I only flipped through the first couple pages and then cashed out. Okay. Okay, I do like the Hearthfire DLC here in Skyrim, in that you can kind of create your own house. Yeah, you can kind of create it. Like, I've created houses that are nothing but like gardens and libraries, depending on your role play and what kind of character you're playing. But we, of course, are playing as a aspiring tavern owner. So we're going to be creating a house that's as much like a tavern would be, a tavern inn. Okay. So let's slap on we do not have a ton of sawn logs. I bought a bunch in the last episode, but I think because I hadn't discovered the homesteading or the property yet, I think the logs that I bought in the last episode, because I bought, what, we did the math, right? I bought 160 logs. Where did they go? I only have 100 logs here. So, let that be a lesson, everybody. Discover the location of the property and then buy wood. Okay. And because I already spent some time getting some stone and clay, I feel like the first thing we're going to run out of is wood. Oh my god, this is what we want. Okay. So we've purchased the tiny home. But luckily we've got like all of our everything we need. A nice little garden. Most importantly, an apiary so that we can get honeycomb for our future mead recipes. We're definitely gonna need honeycomb. I also brought Gilda here. I headed over to Rorikstead and purchased Hilda because I figure as we're traveling and trying to collect various materials to build our homestead here, we're gonna need someone to
I'm
help
just a poor
carry
man
the
trying to make a
materials.
living.
Okay,
I'd
we got
leave
a
more
stable.
were it in my power.
We may also need to go hunting for iron ingots. I feel like I'm gonna need to spend my money on because once you get a steward for your house, you can purchase things like a carriage and some animals, a horse. You can hire a bard to work at your tavern, which is awesome. But that costs money. So we are low on funds. I don't want to spend all of my money buying iron ingots. So we're definitely going to have to think about locations where we can go mine our own ingots. And lucky for us, there is one that is not too far from us.
Me.
From this very
Everything.
location. Shut up, Sonir. Okay, so here is the small home. Now we could decorate the inside of this home. We could put a fireplace, we could put a bed, but once we build up our house into a full-sized manor, this will become more of an entryway. So I don't want to waste materials slapping down a bed and a fireplace.
What life is that? It's not right, I tell you.
Thank you, Thonir, for always sharing your thoughts. Okay. We're now going to put an ass on the back of this house. So it looks like... Yeah, it kind of looks like sawn log. Okay, we're just going to keep going. I've collected enough materials that we can just keep building. Ooh, I definitely want a cellar. Okay. And it looks like we're getting a little tired, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about the interior of the house just yet. I want to get as much of the exterior built. And then we'll start thinking about the interior. I believe there is a fishing and hunting camp nearby where I can sleep in their, or Riverwood. Maybe we should, run over to Riverwood. So in the last episode, when I became Thane of Falkreath, there was a follower, a housecarl, that, much like Lydia is the housecarl in Whiterun, there's a housecarl in Falkreath, and I didn't ask her to follow me, but she will eventually just end up here at this home. My goal is to get as many NPCs living at this home as I possibly can. Now, I just had a thought though. If I was to marry Mjol the lioness, then her little simp boy Lucian would also end up living at this home. Which kind of sucks though, because I want to marry a wife that is a merchant so she can act as the bartender of our tavern. Or like the, you know, the keeper of the tavern. So I need someone who's a merchant. I was thinking about doing Ysolda, marrying Ysolda, but she comes alone if you marry Ysolda. But I wonder if I marry the girl, gosh, I forget her name, but the girl in Riverwood. She also
I'd
will
leave
come
Mortal
alone,
were it in my power.
but often Oh my god, I was gonna say often Faendel will just join her and come visit, but Faendel's dead. I think he died like 4 episodes ago. Oh my god, Faendel. I'll miss you, sweet prince. Okay, because we're going to become like an inn and a tavern, though the armory, if you can see that little picture there, the armory has like a nice deck above it where people can like hang out. But unfortunately for us, I think it's got to be the kitchen. I mean, we want to be cooking delicious foods for our guests. So, going with the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll get that upper deck with a couple other pieces because I do want my patrons to be able to like hang out and enjoy the view. Okay, sweet. Is that the kitchen? Awesome. What else do we want to add?
Huh?
Okay, come on. I'm starting to get really tired here, you guys, so let me just continue working on this house. So the west wing, we're definitely going with bedrooms, and as you can see, the bedrooms also have like a deck area. Normally, with most of my characters, I go with greenhouse 100% because it looks cool and I usually focus on poison making. But in this case, definitely bedrooms because we are a tavern or an inn. I keep saying that wrong. We're a hotel, everybody. A hotel and bar and restaurant is what we are. Okay, there we go. I run out of sawn logs and locks. Okay. Now locks require iron ingots and corundum ore. Okay, so we're gonna have to go around, purchase a couple things. What am I doing? Okay, we gotta get rid of everything that's weighing me down. I do have 1 ingot. I'll save it for later. I keep holding on to this mammoth tusk because Ysolda's supposed to give me a task where she requires a mammoth tusk. But I think the game has bugged out on me because Ysolda is just not giving me that quest. But part of me wonders if it's because I haven't furthered the main quest yet. I haven't introduced vampires. Oh, I haven't introduced vampires to the world, and I wonder if she maybe just doesn't give the quest until later. I don't know. Okay, well, so far our house looks beautiful. It is empty, though. There's no furnishing or anything. And, Uthgard, I'm pretty exhausted, so I think we need to run our way to Riverwood. We can do a bit of trading there. How's my beehive doing? I'm going to grab the honeycomb. I'm going to grab both of those in the hopes that it will just keep regenerating. God, it feels like I'm not wearing my glasses. This is what the world looks like when I don't wear my glasses, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Old Johnny Guitar is a bit of a 4 eyes. Sorry to burst your bubble, everybody. Okay, you, sir. I can sleep here. Let's eat a little bit of food before we knock off, though. It's only 10:40 in the morning. How am I this tired? It's 10:40 in the morning. I slept, and then maybe something about building the house makes you sleep more? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Or makes you more sleepy or exhausted because it's... Okay, I think first thing on the menu is we need to go get some more iron ore. Luckily, there's a place where we can do just that. Then we'll go to Riverwood. And then from there, well, I've got some ideas, everybody. I've got a few ideas. Okay, you guys ready? Phonier? Okay, is everybody okay? So I think I've decided we're going light armor with this character, so I went ahead and grabbed the Bloodworm helm from the Gallows home. It gives decent armor rating at 20. Doesn't weigh much. Isn't really going to help us. Well, actually, it might help us. This might help us after all. Okay. Uthgerd, I need you close by, okay, hun?
I'm getting out of here.
Who paralyzed him? Who paralyzed that dude? Okay. Grab everything that has a good weight to... usually it's 10%. 10% weight to... anyways, the weight has to be 10% of the value. Anyways, enough of this. Let's go. Let's go get some iron so we can build up this homestead. Thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel, by the way. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I play a lot of Skyrim, play a lot of Fallout. We might need that leather. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar.
Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Aren't you worried someone will wander in here? The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know.
This again? I told you, we have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap we rigged up. So, stop your worrying and get some rest. Your shift is coming up and I don't want you dozing off again like last time.
Huh?
There you are!
your eyes. There's someone there.
Surprise.
Lucky hit. Damn you! Damn you! Getting out of here. Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
Don't see that every day.
Hey, watch it! There's someone there.
Is someone there? Help!
There's someone there.
Ah! I will destroy you.
Victory or Solengard! No sign of him. I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. Huh? This damned war has cost us, me, everything.
This key, two things to note. Uskard, are you listening? God, get that
I'm
freaking
just a poor
torch
man
out of my
trying to
face.
make a living.
What is
I'd
up with...
leave Mortal were it in my power.
This guy's an outlaw, but he's got a lot of Imperial gear on him. A lot. Maybe a deserter, perhaps? For one, there's a chest that needs a key. It's probably one of the Anniversary Edition armors types, I bet. And then secondly, I did not realize there was a fishing spot here. That means that if you were doing the underwater fish quest, you know, the one where you search for subterranean fish, like the vampire fish and such, you could do it here at Embershard Mine. I had no idea. Okay, I feel like we have collected all of the ore we're going to find. There might be one more. There might be one more. Oh, on the wrong side. Okay. There we go. Last one. Thonir, I'm uncomfortable with how close you stand to me with that torch. I need you to back up, bro. I need you to give me a little space. Okay, well, we have enough torches to last us the rest of the... And it looks like my smithing went up, and so it is time to take the most important smithing perk of them all. And that, my friends, Arcane Blacksmith. You see, even if you don't want to put a lot of skill or points into smithing, because you're like, well, I'm never really going to create Orcish armor, or I'm not going to spend the perk points to get all the way up to Daedric smithing or dragon smithing, that's fine. But you're going to come across a lot of magical weapons that you just cannot improve. And with Arcane Blacksmith, you can at least improve magical weapons and armor. You won't be able to improve them as much as, if it's a glass sword. If you had glass smithing, sure, you can improve it twice as much, but you can at least get something with Arcane Blacksmith. So, worth spending a perk point. Let's see if we can sleep here, and perhaps in the morn we can do a bit of trading and then continue on our amazing adventure. Yeah, let's get a good amount of sleep. Oh, would you look at that? I'm not really sure what to take. We have been bleeding damage. Did I must have I think I took there's a mod that I downloaded called Immersive Archery. I did not realize that it added bleed damage. That actually explains a lot. I've been watching some of my I've been watching some of the people I shoot with arrows. I've been watching them just die. Okay, so bleed damage, let's see. Now some of you may ask, why not take Steady Hand? It slows time. I actually feel like Steady Hand ends up making the game much easier, especially as an archer. So sometimes for difficulty and immersion, I do not take the Steady Hand perk. We're going to go ahead and take another rank of Overdraw. Yep, starving to death. Okay, so first off, let's buy a little bit more lumber.
Here for work? Doing some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away. Eh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
Okay, that should be enough. I didn't really count how many times I did that. I just kept pressing the button, but that should be enough.
May the god... Whatever you need. But looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Some sense into my pig-headed brother.
The Riverwood trader is... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Want to see how much money we can make back. I just spent like all of my money on... Let's Let's get rid of this Amulet of Stendar. I spent all of my money on wood, so maybe we can get some of it back. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad.
I better get back.
Get back to work. I just realized I want this necromantic healing spell.
Cleaning
Might come in.
floor. What a mess.
This what you
Die, beast!
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. In my travels, I heard strange tales about hag-ravings performing rituals near Falkreath. At the roadside ruins, I found a mysterious altar with a cup placed front. I filled the bowl, promised me nothing. Later, I received a letter from a courier asking for help finding a rare ingredient. So the reason they need a rare ingredient is because there's a man who is deathly sick at the Whiterun Temple up here. And Temple of Kinnereth it is. So we're actually getting this ingredient for that guy. And yeah, it's part of the Anniversary Edition add-on content.
Need a ride? I can take you to... Where do you want to go?
Dawnstar. 200 gold? Son of a bitch.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from Old Road.
Alright, well. Uthgerd, you are lucky that I'm here because...
Yes, I haven't got all day.
In my travels... I've heard that there's an old smuggler's chest hidden here in Dawnstar. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can maybe find some valuable stuff in the smuggler's chest. It's like they either like drop it off and plan to come back later for it, or it's where they hide stuff when their ships are being like checked by the guards. I don't know. I don't know the full story, but it's right here. Okay. It's not a lot of stuff, but there's actually enough that I can still sell a lot of this and make some gold. So let's just grab whatever we could possibly make money off of. I don't want to get over encumbered just for this stuff. Okay. Let's go sell everything we can. Sometimes there's like full-on gold in there. Hey, kid.
One side, coming through.
You need a coat or something. You're not even wearing socks.
Need something? I'm late, gotta run.
Yeah, what's the hurry, kid?
I'm running food and supplies to the miners. Don't pay much, but they let me sleep by the fire in the inn most nights.
Alright, where are your parents, kid?
They're dead. My pa was a sailor. Took me with him on his last trip. After he got sick, they put us off here and left without us. He died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Real hard.
I feel bad for you, kid. I feel bad for you. I mean, you look studious and you look like you're willing to work, so I could hire you. I'm going to be opening up my own tavern soon. If you want a job, I'll give it to you. I'll probably pay you more than what they're paying you, and you'll have your own bed. It's just a better situation for you.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, I'm not sending this poor child to Gallows Hall. Oh my gosh, that would be cruel. Okay, not yet, but soon my house will be built, and yeah, I'll come back and I'll hire you.
Oh well. Thanks anyway, I guess.
Yeah. You guys don't happen to have iron in here, do you?
Need something?
No, not right now, kid. I'll let you know if I ever...
Enough!
Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy.
Yes.
No more! I yield! I yield!
What is that guy doing in here, sir? Huh?
Move it! Move it!
Need something?
Oh, my... Oh, crap. I'm already over... Oh, it's because I'm still carrying all those weapons. Okay. We need to fix that. Okay. We will come back to Ironbreaker Mine later. For now, let's go make some money. Get the hell out of here. Dude's dressed like Sinterklaas. I'll admit, I like his hat. That guy had a nice looking hat. You look warm, bro. You look warm. Wait, sorry. Just thought of something. Uthgerd, you're not going to offer to lighten my load? You're not going to offer to carry my burden?
I wasn't
Almost
born
there.
in Skyrim, but when I served in the Legion, this land became my home.
What is on my map? I know that the ferryman's right next to me. Oh, okay. There's two places where we could possibly catch a ferry. I get it.
I helped my husband Rustleaf run the forge. Take a look.
You look like a red guard, but you have the golden eyes of an elf. Saren, is there a mystery around your character? I feel like normally, if I was to create a red guard or a human race character, I feel like I would not be allowed to even give them those kind of eyeballs.
We forge every day if you need anything.
I don't think that would be an option.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living.
Maybe she's
I'd
like a...
leave Mortal were it in my power.
Maybe she's like an elf, half human. Okay, my weight is not that bad. We could go back into the mine, but I think we possibly... Screw it, let's go.
Warwick and
Let's go back in the
have
mine.
ever since I retired. He's a good soldier.
I know you guys, I know what you're saying. Hey, don't you have other things to do? Isn't there a sick man in the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun that needs a potion to live? Yeah. But you know what? I'm in the mood for iron ingots, baby. I got that iron fever, as they call it. I need me some ingots. Is there another pickaxe anywhere around here? Because I have taken the first perk of the dual wielding skill. Nice. Can I dual wield pickaxes, and would that be a quicker way of getting iron? We shall find out. You guys, get out of my way,
This
son.
damn war has cost us, me, everything.
Oh, wheat. I need wheat. Okay.
Here to dig, that's all.
My boy is to grow up without a mother? What life is that? It's not right, I tell you.
Dawnstar's got its problems, but as long as the ore is good, I'll stay.
Okay, I don't want to accidentally hit this lady.
You're mine!
Oh!
I'll spare you. For now.
Sorry. 250 bounty? Shit. Shit. It's not great. It's frickin' Thonir's fault for getting in my way, bro. Didn't ask you to step in front of my wildly swinging pickaxes. That's on you. I shouldn't be held accountable for that. Okay, you guys stay over there. Do not come near me.
Don't do that.
Donir, stay back, buddy. Doing man's work. Alley-oop.
Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy.
Did I do that? Did I? I did. Okay. Hopefully the guards don't have a problem with us.
Huh?
Nope, nope, nope. Stay away from me. I'm not even sure where the jail is here at Dawnstar. Sorry, Lily, I'm popping. Okay, so we're gonna take this ferry to this mysterious island, but I'm not sure how much good stuff is on that island, so I'd like to reduce our weight even further. And we're gonna do that by taking iron ingots, which weigh 1 pound each. If we turn them into iron fittings, it's the same weight, but if we turn them into hinges, we're at least reducing the weight by half. Think we do need a bunch of iron fittings though, so if we turn them into nails, we're reducing the weight by 90%. Okay. Go near. Okay, here's our mysterious ferryman. Now, I kind of want to check out that note that was going to, like, send us on this. There we go, note from Temple of Kinrith. I offer you Kinrith's favor in exchange for your help. There's a gravely ill man in my care at the Temple of Kinrith. Storms of ataxia have weakened his bones, and I fear their heavy rains will wash his life away. He requires a special soup made of the fruit of an ironwood tree, charred skeever hide, and salt. Unfortunately, the ironwood trees, once a staple of Skyrim's forests, are all but extinct. Moreover, importing the fruit from orchids to the south has been difficult due to bandit raids and embargoes from the war. Our first attempt at securing the ingredient was lost. As the man's fever progresses, I fear a second request will come far too late. I've heard from the ferryman, however, that an ironwood grows on an island to the north called Giant's Tooth. But duty bounds me to the temple. But if by chance the winds of Kinrith see fit to bring one to our shop, please deliver it to Whiterun as soon as you can. A man's life hangs in the balance. Acolyte Aldrin. Okay, guess we're gonna go to the island of Giant's Tooth and get us some ironwood. But I think we're gonna do that in the next episode, everybody. Our homestead has begun. We've done a lot of work today on building up our future tavern. But yes, I think tomorrow or next time we play, we'll call for more adventure. Thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel, and we will see you next time we play Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the Brewer's Assistant.
Yeah.